I had to press this video to react on because she's going from black to blonde with no bleach. That's not possible. So I'm really curious what she did.
Possibly ruined my hair again. A little background. I have tried to bleach my hair so many times. I want to be blonde so bad. Always have, but I have black hair that even before I started dyeing it, it just never responded well to bleach and lighteners and that kind of stuff. It just turns bright orange and the toner doesn't really calm it down.
That's normal. That's normal. If you are very dark and you want to go to blonde, you encounter red, orange, 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 yellow, yellow, slight yellow, pale yellow, white. Everybody is encountering these colors. There is no other way. You cannot go from dark to blonde and not encountering these underlying pigments that coming up. That's normal. There is no such thing as a black color. Every color, black, brown, blonde, every color is made of the three main pigments: blue, red, and yellow. These three pigments are creating all the colors that we know of our hair. That is. So it's built with that three colors. So the more dark it is, the more red pigments that are inside your hair, and blue. It's normal if you are going lighter that these red pigments are coming up. So everybody has that problem.
I have early grays. I started getting grays when I was like 15 years old. And at this point I would say, you can see my roots are pretty grown out. There's a large percent of my hair that is gray or white.
Whoa, that's early, but you're not the only one, but it's really early. So gray hair is not aging. No, it's just your follicle that is not producing any pigments anymore. Of course, most of the people are getting it when they get older, so it's like equal to aging, but actually it's not aging. It's just your follicle is not producing any color pigment anymore.
So in theory, if I was able to just get rid of the stuff that's already been dyed black, doing my roots would not be such a big deal because there's such a large percentage of white that I wouldn't have to do all that much maintenance. At least that's what I like to tell myself.
If you are coloring it dark and you have the regrowth, it's like 2 weeks or 3 weeks you see the gray hair again. So yeah, it's better to go lighter so the gray hair is not so obvious, but you're going to have to go much lighter so the gray hair is not so obvious anymore. But start with a brown color, and a brown color will suit you very well.
Anywho, I saw Rachel Maxey do this several months ago, and I wanted to do it too. This is called Color Fix. It is a bleach-free way of lightening your hair. I think in theory it's supposed to remove the colors that you've added onto your hair, not your natural color.
It's a color remover. It's not bleach, so she's right. She's going from black without bleach, but you cannot go to blonde with that. It's just taking the pigments of your hair without changing your natural color. So it's not going to blonde. If you want to go to blonde, you have to melt down these pigments, and these color removers are not melting the pigments. It's taking the colored pigments of your hair. But there are many colors that are changing your natural color, so they cannot be removed. So it will take out parts of the colored pigments, not everything.
But if my assumption is correct and that so much of my hair is white underneath this, maybe I will remove the color and it's just going to be this perfect white canvas to put blonde upon.
Oh no, 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 no. You cannot think, I have gray hair, I colored it, and I will take these cosmetic pigments out of it and it will have my natural color again. I will have the gray color again. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. This is so sweet that you think that. Oh, was it that easy? Oh my god, no. Let's say if you have 100 pigments in there, there will be like 50 pigments out, but there will be still pigments in your hair. You cannot expect that you put a color on your hair, you use a color remover and it will be exactly your natural color. No.
It's a very confident product. It's like, it doesn't matter how much your hair has been changed, it doesn't matter like how many times it's been processed, how long it's been on there, we can lift it. So we're gonna give her a chance.
I'm really curious if you have a buildup of pigments. Well.
It says for me to do this as quickly as I possibly can because its potency becomes less, I guess. Oh, that smells awful. That smells like diarrhea. Wow. That was unexpected.
It's not ammonia because there is no ammonia in these color removers. But don't apply first. I would do it first on the length.
Ugh, stinks.
I would do the lengths first because that has a buildup of a lot of product. This is maybe colored 2 times, 3 times, and the lengths are like 10, 15, 20 times.
All right, it has been applied and I set a timer, but the discouraging thing is I know that it took me longer than 20 minutes to apply, so the bottom part has had it on probably for the full 20 minutes already, and as far as I could tell, nothing has happened. So I'm pretty confident this is gonna do nothing. It smells like rotten eggs. It's very sulfury smelling, it's gross, but I'm gonna chill for like 16 more minutes. Yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, big reveal, y'all.
Not blonde yet.
So yeah. I almost feel like I see light sections in it, and I think sometimes it's easier to see when it's dry, so I'm gonna dry it. I'm just gonna say one thing though. It smells horrible. It still smells awful. I shampooed 3 times and oh, I think I see lighter.
Oh, she's happy, but that smell will stay very long in your hair. Extra tip, if you do these color removers, rinse it out very, very, very long. And then a lot of pigments will get out of your hair. But that's so important that you rinse it out very long. These pigments are now loose and they have to come out. If you don't rinse it very good, not every pigment will be gone.
All right, bear with me. I know it doesn't look good, but it did something. It definitely lifted more at the roots than it did at the bottom.
Building, pigments building. The more color you put on top of each other, you have too much buildup of pigments, and that's very difficult to get out, even for a hairdresser.
There was a time when I had my hair completely purple, or a time that I had my hair completely blonde.
Now you're saying that you colored it multiple colors on your hair, and you still expect that you put some color remover on your hair and you magically have your natural color again.
You can also see she's definitely damaged, so don't believe the thing that it doesn't damage your hair at all, because she's definitely damaged. She's just not horribly damaged. And honestly, to lighten this much without horribly damaging my hair, I'm shook.
Many people always think that these color removers are so harmless, but you see, it's also damaging your hair. And yes, the baking soda with dandruff shampoo and dishwash soap and all, yes, it's damaging your hair too, yes.
Hey guys, it's the next day. I don't want to do this, but I feel like I have to do this. If I'm going to use this product again to lighten my hair, I feel like I just need to do it all in one go. That's what it recommends on the instructions. And yeah, the only reason I don't want to do it, it's not really even, I don't think it got really damaged. It looks kind of bad because I just went for a run outside and it was really windy, but I don't think it got too damaged. I think mostly it just smells so bad. It smells just as bad today as it did yesterday.
And it's not blonde yet. You said you want to go to blonde, so let's go. But again, you are doing it on the pieces that are already brown. Focus, listen, you're pulling it here and then go with your hands on the length. More product on the lengths where you have the buildup. Look, more, it's too much here and less here. you will have the same result.
All right, it's been applied. As far as I could tell in the shower, I don't think it got any lighter, but I do feel like it got a little crispier. And by little, I mean a lot crispier. Definitely felt drier. I don't know if it's my head just because I'm worried about it. We're gonna dry it. We're gonna see how it turns out. Whoops. Okay. I don't feel like you guys can see it as much as it is a thing. Whoops. So here's the thing. Did it take off a lot of my permanent black hair color? For sure it did. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
It's lifted a lot, but you applied it 2 times and the lengths are still very dark. I should say I can get the same result on the length with just a bleach wash. Yes, I know it's powder, but you mix it with 10 volumes, so it's very low. You apply it, you're mixing it with gentle shampoo, not Head and Shoulders, not dandruff shampoo, but gentle shampoo and hot water. So you're mixing that and then you apply it. Of course, don't rub it in like you do a shampoo. I know it's called a bleach wash, but just go gently on the length, do a piece in the front, rub it in, look at it. If you are happy, rinse it off. And then you go piece by piece. Take your time. Piece by piece, I can have this and maybe even a better result with a bleach wash.
Look, like to here, it took so much off and then it's like a line, a very stark line. I don't know, when it changes, it's like such a weird iridescent red kind of situation that's happening that like when you move it certain ways, it almost doesn't look as bad. So yeah, texture's bad. It definitely did damage my hair a lot. We're just not gonna even sugarcoat it. It damaged it a lot.
Why bothering? Why using a color remover to avoid that your hair is damaged and it's still damaged?
I feel like we're headed in a direction that I like. I think that the lighter color around my face is doing good things for me. I think it's less harsh. I think it's still pretty close to my real hair color. Honestly, it might be closer to my real hair color. Though I still say if you look at my root, I don't know if y'all can see that very well, but there's definitely a line where the white hair is, where I clearly have not put any dye on it.
Well, a good thing is the color remover is not touching your natural hair. You don't see a lift of your natural hair. So that's a very good thing. It's just working on cosmetic pigments. But the brown color is suiting you very good, better than the black.
And that did not lift at all. It must be some kind of a reaction that it has with dye, because right at the root it did not lift at all. And you can see that my roots are definitely darker than this color. I mean, I don't hate it. I really just don't even hate it.
Stop! Just leave it at that. And if it's summer and you go into the sun, the lengths will wash off more easy. Just maybe do a root touch up, a light brown, dark blonde on the roots. But watch out, if you didn't rinse it off very good, there are still pigments loose in the lengths. And if you are putting a color on top of that on the length, it will be dark again if you didn't rinse it out very long, because it's oxidating again and it's coming dark again. There are still dark pigments in your hair.
Why don't I hate it? I should have standards.
It's beautiful.
Oh Lord. So here I am looking glamorous. It's Saturday. I took a day off of touching my hair because I was like, I think it needs a little bit of a break. And I guess I decided one day was enough of a break. But I went to Sally's and there was a very nice young lady there that helped me pick a color. I showed her like the kind of red lift that I got at the top, and I said I want it to be that color to do my roots and like blend it through there. And she determined that I was a 6 WR, I think it was, which means that there's red to it, of course, but for numbers, a black, like what my hair was before, is a 1. So we lifted from a 1 to a 6.
Yeah, that was a good theory. But if I see it on your cap, you applied it all over. Why? It was a good color. Just do your regrowth. Now you are having the chance of getting darker.
That's pretty good. So we'll see if it matches. She had like all the little swatches out and she was putting them up against my head, so she definitely tried really hard. And my mom helped me put it on, so it should be thorough and covered.
Just to defend the person at Sally's, she was right about the level 6. It was about level 6. But have you explained that you used color remover to achieve that color?
So here's the final reveal.
What did I just say?
Let's give you a hair tour. That's the bottom and the top. You might notice something. It's black now, pretty much. I'm gonna get by the window so you can hopefully see. So at the root, it looks kind of red.
Your natural color.
If you go back to how it looked when I first did it, before I put the blonde dye on my hair.
It looked better.
And then I put blonde on top of the lifted bit. And it turned black. Like, I don't understand.
I do. I just explained. So there's just one thing. The title says from black to blonde without bleach. It's from black to black with no bleach. That I can understand. But I was sure that it was not possible without bleach. Press one of these videos to see more hair fails and hair tips. Have you learned from this video? Have you been entertained by this video? Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, press that notification bell. You can follow me on Instagram, you can follow me on Facebook, you can follow me on TikTok. All I'm going to say today is, ciao kus.